I may have gotten a little carried away. This is the biggest book fair in my city. It's held once a year and all of the local publishers and bookstores are present. It's a great opportunity to buy books since they are usually discounted for the fair, sometimes even up to 80%. This year the focus seemed to be on romantasy and on romance in general. I mean, what even are these covers? This is just a photo of a guy's abs. And look at these bookmarks. I have no words. Anyway, let's talk about all the books that I bought and the absolute best find, which I'm gonna talk about at the end. Okay, so first up we got Era 2 of Mistborn, all 4 books, The Alloy of Law, Shadows of Self, The Bands of Mourning, and The Lost Metal. No secret history though, so I've actually listened to the entire Cosmere on audio, but I love it, so I wanted to have like a keepsake of it, and I wanted to have the physical books in my collection. That's why I bought Era 2 of Mistborn, and I'll eventually buy the entire Cosmere in like a physical book to just have it in my collection. I love fantasy books and I love westerns, so Mistborn Era 2, some of my favorite of Brandon Sanderson's books. And in the similar vein, I also got this book, The Good, the Bad, and the Infernal by Guy Adams. I have never heard of this book, but it seems like a fantasy Mistborn book, so I bought it. I'll let you know if it's any good. Next up, I got the first 4 of the Discworld books. So we got The Color of Magic, we got The Light Fantastic, we got Equal Rights, and we got Mort, all of them translated in my native language, which is Macedonian. And I'm not sure how good these are since they're translated and how much of the Terry Pratchett's known wit has been maintained with the translation, but I'm gonna find out. I love this like old 80s style art on it, so I had to buy them. Next up, we got Aurora Rising by Alastair Reynolds, and the only reason I got this is because of the cool cover. I mean, I saw this guy with like a sci-fi whip on it and I was like, this seems interesting, I gotta have it. But then I googled it and I saw that it's connected to a series called Revelation Space, so of course I got that one as well. I also saw this one, The Aeronaut's Windlass by Jim Butcher, and I know Jim Butcher from the Dresden Files, so I decided to pick it up. I've actually never heard of this book before, and I'm not sure why more people aren't talking about it and why they aren't recommending it, because Jim Butcher is amazing, but I'm gonna check it out. And I saw this, Ancillary Justice by Anne Leckie, which keeps popping up on all of the recommended lists I see as a fun sci-fi story, so I had to pick that one as well. Speaking of sci-fi, I also got some classics, such as I, Robot by Asimov. I mean, look how cool this cover is, I had to have it. I also got The Forever War by Joe Haldeman, Hyperion by Dan Simmons, The Moon is a Harsh Mistress by Robert A. Heinlein, and of course I had to get Neuromancer by William Gibson, and right next to it I saw this one, Burning Chrome, also by William Gibson, which I've never heard of, but I'm definitely gonna check it out. I also got some classics that I didn't know about, but my brother recommended them to me, such as I Sing the Body Electric by Ray Bradbury, Flow My Tears, The Policeman Said by Philip K. Dick, and of course I've heard of Philip K. Dick, but I haven't heard of this specific story or list of stories, I don't even know what it is. And I also got this, Star Maker by Olaf Stapledon, and if I don't like them, my brother's in trouble. Now for something that isn't fantasy or sci-fi, I got The Killing Floor by Lee Child. I love this series, I've also listened to the audiobooks, and similar to the Cosmere, I had to have like a physical copy of it, so I bought it, The Killing Floor, the first Jack Reacher book. And I got this, The 11th Commandment by Jeffrey Archer. I have no idea what this book is, but reading the blurb reminded me of sort of like a late 80s, early 90s action movie, so I got it. I've also been reading some philosophy lately, so I also got Meditations by Marcus Aurelius, also in Macedonian in my native language, and this book by Epictetus, which I guess would be translated in something like a manual for virtuous living or something like that. Both books are related to Stoicism, which I've been getting into lately, so I'll see what these books have to offer. And I also got some comics. I got this Judge Dredd book, which is called Trifecta, and I mostly got it because of the lenticular cover. I like that. Look at that. That's awesome. But my absolute most favorite find of this year's book fair is this All-Star Superman. It's the entire comic, which I've actually never read. I love comics and I love Superman. I usually read comics in like digital form, but when I saw this and this was the last copy, I had to have it, I had to buy it. And it also comes in clutch for this year's Superman movie, because from what I've heard, James Gunn's Superman is based on this book, or it's heavily inspired by this book, so I knew I had to have it. So yeah, those are all the books that I got at this year's book fair, and I really had fun. If you want to see my thoughts on some of these books as I'm reading them, hit that subscribe button. See you soon. Peace.